Pleasant rising soul family. Greetings, kings and queens, my gods and goddesses. It's been a minute. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, this is Soul Family Oracle. I welcome you to the channel. And if you're returning, as always, thank you for your energy and your support. It's been a few weeks since I haven't uploaded a video, even though there's been many messages. My life has literally been it's been like an action-packed drama, sci-fi, everything in one kind of movie. So it's great to be back to deliver this message, because this message literally explains how I'm feeling and the state in which I am in right now, or feel like I'm stepping into. This message basically says that you are walking into the future with so much ease. You are walking into the future with so much ease. This is because you have gained such clarity. You have gained such understanding. You have gained such wisdom, and have been able to come to this place within you of allowing everything to be released. You chose to release everything. I'm hearing you came to the realization that spirit needed you to come to. You came to the understanding that spirit needed you to come to. It's like now you finally understood that everything has been to lead to this point. Everything has led to this point. Now you've come to the understanding that everything that has happened has really been just spirit orchestrating things in your favor. I saw in a comment just today of a sister complaining about a post I made saying that we are exactly where we need to be. And she said, how is she exactly where she needs to be? Her life is miserable. And that's another side of the collective that is struggling to step into this knowing. And that's the reason why some people are having a hard time seeing how blessed they are, seeing how much blessings and how things are really being orchestrated for them. Whereby there's the other side of the collective that has come to the realization, because it's like you've done that deep inner work to understand fully which parts was for what reasons and which people were meant to do which things. You have come to not just this realization, this knowing and this understanding, but it's like you have built a level of peace within you that is like that transcends all the chaos and all the obstacles and all the trials and troubles and noise from all the different things that have come at you and come against you. And now you are living in this knowing and in this space where, even though in some senses some of this chaos is still going on around you, it's almost as if like you are in a bubble and you're cloaked and shielded from its influence. And I'm hearing spirit is saying this external happening is specifically because of that internal knowing that you have reached. Because it's like reaching this internal knowing has made you not feel the need for closure from people or situations or things that happened that you felt were unfair, and you never got closure, you never got an apology or whatever it was. And it's almost as if it's like you've come to realize that, you know what, I don't need closure. I don't need an explanation. I don't need an apology. Those things don't make or break me. Those things are just going to be part of the external manifestation or the physical manifestation of things that will already be happening within, in the spirit, which starts with me. Meaning I give myself closure when I decide that, you know what, this situation, this person is done and it's gone. I don't need to keep holding on to it. I don't need to keep my mind attached to it and keep replaying the scenarios, and it's like reliving the pain. A lot of us have gone through a phase, and it's, thank you, Spirit. I'm being asked to speak specifically about those that are still going through this phase. If you are still in a phase, or if you are in this state of feeling weary and anxious and just like feeling like there's a lot of chaos in the energy because of things that have happened, and because of things that you felt like people never apologized to you for or never gave you closure for, this message is just to say that you don't need closure from them. You don't need an apology from them. You don't need an explanation from them. You give yourself that explanation, and you know what that explanation can be. I'll give you an example. It can be something as simple as, you know what, the explanation I have myself for this situation that happened is that I didn't know better, but now I understand. And the fact that I didn't know better then allowed others to take advantage of the situation to show them their true selves to me. So, in a way, this is how the universe or God was allowing them to reveal themselves, or was pushing them to reveal their true colors to me, which will bring you to the understanding that you don't need closure from a situation like that. It's just an understanding of where they stood and the role they played at that particular time, and taking the lesson from it. That is all that is needed to bring or establish that peace that allows you to forgo the need for closure. 555 on the timer. Thank you, Spirit. This message is basically saying, like, it's like this collective I'm speaking to is like, you can feel the change within you. You can feel the change in your life. You can feel the profoundness of the newness in your life and just how much things have changed. However, you are going through it and to it with so much ease. It feels almost it's content. You are just so content with your energy, content with the outcomes of things, content with how everything has turned out and played out. You are content within and without, because you know that it has all happened for your good, that it has all been orchestrated for you. It's like a lot of us in the collective have really come to this realization, and that's so amazing, because so many times I see in the comments like people speaking back about, like, when I put something that is meant to be positive and uplifting, it's like some people take it as like, are you serious? How is it that you're feeling this way? How can you say you're feeling so much peace? My life is miserable. My life is not. I'm really sorry to hear, but like, there's a big part of us that really are feeling this peace, that really are feeling this content, that really are feeling the blessing, and how everything has just been an orchestration to get us to where we needed to be. And this feeling, this knowing is just so, it's like this innate knowing. It's as if it's like somebody realizing they can swim after trying to stay afloat. And I'm seeing an image of like somebody in a body of water, like a river, and struggling to keep their head up. And then finally, it's like they come up with their shoulders, and then they realize that they actually have some kind of power in their body to lift their weight and move past the current or move against the current. But it's also with just so much ease, because it's like now we're understanding that it was much more difficult when we were trying to stay afloat, and now that we are moving with the current, it's just so much ease, because we're realizing that the current is moving in our favor. It's moving in the direction of our purpose. It's moving in the exact way that it's intended to move in. I'm speaking to a collective that have chosen to cut people and things off and love them from afar. I'm speaking to a collective that has chosen to release and let go and forgive the things that have caused them to harbor so much resentment and pain. I'm hearing blockages removed. This energy has removed a big blockage. This decision to release the need for closure, the need for forgiveness or explanation from others, has removed a big block. And I'm hearing this block is connected to your need for validation. Thank you, Spirit. I used to have this problem. This used to be one of my major problems, the need for validation. It's like every time I did something and I felt like it was good, in the beginning or in the past, when it was still bonded to my trauma, I just needed, or I was seeking validation because I didn't feel worthy, or I didn't feel I was good enough. And then when I started to realize that I was actually good, I had to cross over from now knowing that I'm good, but seeking external validation to kind of like make me feel like the work I'm doing is actually good. It's almost like I'm part Cancer, so I'm a Cancer Leo cusp. So for Cancer, if you're Cancer, like we kind of like need reassurances all the time. So it's like coupled with that, it was almost as if I was doing things, but I wasn't seeing how good I was because I was dependent on the validation or the praise and the admiration of others to make me feel like I was really who I was. So even after I crossed over from that point of now realizing that I was actually good enough from a point of from so a point of not feeling worthy for so long, I had to now go from that point to come kind of like release the extra, kind of like fine tune myself within that energy by what? By now really fortifying myself in that knowing and really reassuring myself that I was really good at this, that I was really who I thought I was, that I am really who I say I am. And once I was able to cross over from that point, there was no more need for external validation. There was no more need for people's approval and people's appreciation. The only need I had was just to do Spirit's will, was just to do God's will, because I came to understand that God's will was my will. That the will of the Most High for my life was really my soul's true intended purpose and intentions for me in this lifetime. And this knowing changed everything for me. Really unblocked my true power. It's like it opened my eye to really see who I really was. And this allowed me to move forward in my life with so much clarity, with so much confidence, with so much ease. And this is that exact energy that is coming through. The divine is saying you are moving into the future with so much ease. So much ease. It's like you are leaving it all behind and you are embracing a brand new beginning with a full knowing that everything is being laid out for your good, that everything is going to turn out even better than you expected, that everything has already been planned to the point where the breakthroughs and the manifestations are physical and in hand, material. You are moving into the future of creating stability and independence for yourself with so much ease. You have let go all the worries, and it's like now you have fully embraced the what's the word, Spirit? Thank you, the unknown. You have embraced the unknown, and you're like, you know what? Why would I be scared of taking reasonable, wise risk if I'm being guided to? Because I'm protected, I'm shielded. Everything orchestrates for my good. Even when things are not going my way, things are going my way. So why would I be scared? And it's like you're using this knowing and you're pushing yourself forward. You're pushing yourself forward, knowing full well that even if you are not recognized, or even if people are, and I'm hearing pretend. So it's like Spirit is trying to highlight that if you're feeling, so this is a side note, if you're feeling in this energy, but are feeling also as if people don't appreciate you or that people don't see your worth or what you're doing, it's a lie. They are just pretending not to see you. They are just pretending not to recognize how powerful you've become, how nonchalant and how unbothered you've become. Because by recognizing, they admit defeat. But you see, that's just how the universe works. That's just how our Almighty works. He will place you. She will move you into positions that the people that refuse and pretend not to see you will have no other choice than to what? Recognize, because it will be right there in their face, above them like the sun. And that's exactly what you are. You are the energy of the sun. You are the energy of the stars. This ease that you're moving into the future with, it's like this knowing that everything is already done. Everything is moving for your good. That everything has already been planned out to give you the best outcomes. And this knowing, You have already achieved your manifestations. You have already manifested all your heart's desires. I'm so grateful for us, family. I am so grateful for us. It's been, the last few months has been an eye opener, has been so much revelation, so much new insight, so much coming to light, and so much being established, being stabilized. And I am so grateful for all of us. And as always, listen with discernment, take only what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. And if this message resonates with you, kindly share, subscribe, like, comment to help us reach more of our soul tribe. And this is where I will leave this message. Thank you.